my goodness, you guys are here already. Everybody's in here already early. Hi. I was gonna just join and play some music here. I was just gonna come in and join and listen to some music and see who shows up. And here I get here and everybody's already here. Who is here today? We got... Is this music too loud? I can turn it down if you want. Let me know if I should turn it down altogether. Let's see who's here. Mike is here. Hey, buddy. What's up, man? Long time no see. Brian and Tiffany are here. Outstanding. Present and accounted for. Very good. You were first? Very good, Tiffany. You have to just type the word first when you're first. That's the rule, right? Hey, and Dad is here. Dad, I got something cool from Mr. Ruddy I'm going to show off in a little bit. I hope he shows up because we got something cool from him I'm going to show you guys. It's pretty cool. Everybody's saying hi to each other. Hello there, Gen X. Congratulations on going live for the first time last week. That was great. Are you going to go again? Can you do me a favor and drop in the comments if you plan to go live on a regular schedule, regular time and day? I would like to know that. Tell me what your schedule is going to be, because I am curious to know when your regular schedule is going to be, Jen. That would be cool. Cool to know. Hey, cool kids. What's up, Alligator? How you doing? Long time no see. We had fun over at Mr. Daniels, didn't we? That was a good time. Mr. Daniels live stream, and that was fun. Welcome to the pre-show. We will get started in a few minutes here. We'll have ourselves a regular good old time. Hey, Debbie Sue, you made it. How are you doing? Look at you going to everybody's live streams all the time. That is super cool. Very good to see you, Miss Debbie Sue. Speaking of Debbie Sue, you got an outstanding shout out in this fella's live, his roll call video. How you doing, Pops? Pops, am I correct in remember your name is Bill? I seem like I remember Bill from when you were on with Mike on his interview show. But I might be misrememberizing your name, so let me know if it's not Bill, or if you'd rather just be Pops. You got to tell us. Do you want to be called Bill? Do you want to be called Pops? Do you want to not be called anything? Do you want to not be called late for dinner? All those jokes. What do you mean about time? What are you talking about? We're early, crazy. You know what I just noticed is that when I hover my little mousity mouse over the time, it tells me what time somebody typed something. I didn't know I could do that. I can hover my mouse and it tells me when somebody did it. Okay, the sound is good, very good. The volume's all right. Hey, Lori, how you doing? Glad you made it. Didn't we have a good time over at Mr. Daniels? I think we did. And here's Optimistica. Hey there, what's up, Warren? How is it going? I saw you in Rob the Maritimer's live stream, right? I remember the name, Optimistic Absurdist channel from Hawaii, right? That was cool seeing you in there, and I'm so glad you made it over here. That's awesome. We're gonna have a good time tonight. This is the pre-show, the pre-top of the hour show, so we don't really talk about anything in particular here. We just kind of hang out and see who's here and say hi to each other. So hello, Warren. Didn't want to miss it, so you were first in line. That's good. Mike is saying hi to Debbie Sue, and Debbie Sue is saying hi to Jen, and Jen is saying hi to Mike, and Mike is saying hi to Allie. Allie, is that music too loud? Let me know. You say you can hear me and the music. This is just some pre-show music. That's all this is, pre-show music. Well, actually, it's over now because it's only a 2-minute sound clip, so it should be over by now. So I'm sure it's off now, but that's good. Lori's saying hi to Debbie Sue, and Tiffany's saying hi to Lori, and Dad's saying hi to Jen. And everybody's saying hi to everybody, and everybody's saying hi back to everybody. And Brian and Tiffany are dropping their vitamin N patented hearts in green. Yes, Jen, I'm hoping to attend the next one. That would be really good. Did I miss it? I hope I didn't miss it when she answered the question. Okay, here we go. Mondays, 6 p.m. Very good. Okay, Mondays at 6 o'clock. Awesome. Okay, we got to make sure that gets added. Oh, before I can even say it, I have added Jen to the live stream schedule. So if you guys want to know when all the cool kids go live, go over to Lori's channel, click on posts, the posts tab, and she keeps a schedule of all of our friends' schedule and when they go live and when they are, etc. Now, I might do an extra show next week because it looks like Daniel's 6 o'clock Eastern show is going to not happen. And I told him during his show that maybe I'd steal his time slot and do 2 shows next Wednesday. One from out in the garden, because right now it's too dark to go out in the garden, like my show starting here at the top of the hour. And it's too dark to go out in the garden, but 2 hours ago would have been perfect. So maybe we'll do that. We'll steal his spot and do that next week. Everybody's saying hello. Everybody's saying hello. Optimistica didn't type first, but first, I think Tiffany beat you, buddy. Pretty sure Tiffany was here first, but that's okay. We can all be first. Hello there, Miss Pam. How are you doing? You know, you drop these videos 15 minutes before I'm about to go live, so I don't get a chance to watch them. So I'm going to have to save your Book of John Bible study, your 15-minute Bible study. I will watch that tomorrow morning, probably when I'm getting ready for work or something. I will save that one there, because if I try watching it after the live stream is over, I will fall asleep. That can't happen. Everybody's so nice to each other. How did everybody here get so nice? That's what I want to know. Let's keep an eye on the time. Looks like Brandon and Ash have wandered in from their travels out and about in the wilds of Wisconsin. Is it still cold up there? You guys got some... I know that my coworkers in Chicago got a little blast of snow over the past week, I think. So you guys must have had your share of that too, right? Good to see you guys here. Very nice to see everybody. And Heidi made it. Hey, perfectly on time. Awesome. Very good to see Heidi here. And, are you getting snow in Alberta for real? Oh my goodness. Will spring ever come? I promise it will come. Spring is coming. It has to. It has to. Or it might just jump right over spring and go straight into summer. You wouldn't mind that, right? The Secret Tunnel. Yes, very cool. Love that. Let's see. We're going to get caught up here real quick, and then we're going to do the little 10-second countdown, or whatever it is, 14 seconds, I forget. You just put that in a comment on my video, the 3 hearts. I saw the 3 green hearts. Vitamin N for the win. There is it. Yeah, very good. You know what, Pop? We all got friends here. We're all pals. This is the Cool Kids Table. Welcome to hang out with us. There's plenty of room. I saved you a spot, you know. I was asking you on a comment, and I don't know if you ever got around to asking me, Pops, but my dad lives up in North Texas, and I'm pretty sure you're somewhere in Texas, but I don't know if you answered me and said, where about in Texas are you? But he's up in the second coolest Paris in the world, and the coolest Paris in the United States, in Paris, Texas. So if you didn't figure that out, Pops, my dad is the one, let's see if I can find his, here we go. My dad is the one that says the Texas Gypsy, this fella here, right here. That's my dad, Sonny, and Pops is here. So you guys are virtually neighbors. Yeah, I thought so. Optimistica. I just like saying optimistica. I'm not going to say you're optimistic. What was the other word? Altruistic? I forget. Okay, well, it's time for the countdown, guys. Let's do the countdown, and we'll get the show started and have a good time, and we'll come back to the chat. But I just want to call you Optimistica because I think that sounds coolest. Start that over. You guys deserve a full countdown. You deserve the full... Say I never gave you anything. There's your countdown. And the music continues. We got 7 thumbs up. What do you know? That's cool. Don't forget to hit the thumbs down. Just gonna put on a little shirt here. There we go. That'll keep the breeze off me, you know. All right, enough of that. Turn all that off. I like having the fan on because I like the feeling of the I like the feeling of the fan and the air moving past me. But then my arms and my shoulders get a little chilly, so we'll just throw a little shirt on top of that. You won't mind one bit. All right, so everybody's saying hi to everybody. And Tiffany says we're all winners, 100%. That is correct. Yes, I saw you at Rob's. Thought so. I knew it. I mean, I know I asked you, but I kind of asked you knowing the answer already, right? Yeah. Even if not first, we're all winning the week. We are 100% winning the week. As you guys know, we are slowly transitioning the name of the channel from Escaping the Suburbs to Winning the Week. We're in that switcheroony halfway through period. So if you want to call it Escaping the Week or Winning the Suburbs or some other crazy combination, we will eventually get through it. But I will tell you something interesting that I learned, and let me show you something I figured out. I had told you guys what the schedule was going to be for changing the channel name. Turns out you get an error from YouTube if you try to change your name too many times. They say, you got to wait 8 days. So I think now it's down to 7 days because I took this picture yesterday. But you can't go change your name as much as you want to on YouTube. They do put a halt to that shenanigans and funny business. So you can only go so fast, you know. While we're on the subject now, let's get caught up. Let's get caught up on the chat. We don't want to let it get too far away. I'm not old, but I am old to know there's a ton of wisdom in the chat. That is true, 100%. Heidi's here. You hate that you were late. I try to replay tomorrow. Looked great. Yeah, gonna go look at the Whitcombs live or their video. Their live, I mean. It's been hard to upload early enough lately. Just so much going on. That's the cool thing about YouTube is you upload whenever you feel like it, and then people watch it whenever they get a chance. You know, your video goes up, I don't know, 15 minutes or a half hour before I go live. I just watch it in the morning. That's the awesome thing about YouTube. It's always there. Similarly, there is a live stream that happens on Tuesday nights at 10 p.m. that I just can't stay up and watch. It's just too late. I got to get up in the morning. It's a Lord of the Rings related live stream. I just have to watch it on Wednesday mornings. That's just the way it goes, you know. So that's how it goes. You're always having fun when Brian and Tiffany are here. Yeah, exactly. I'm believing the spring is coming. 3 nights in the 20s. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, Pops, it was hot here today. We were over 80 here in South Florida. I will get caught up, lady. Your face will get caught up. You watch it, Allie. You got to 65, maybe not. 100% I'll get caught up. Of course I will. And Tiffany says, probably not, but I will. Okay, so you're in Corpus Christi. Woo, you're way down there. You guys are not that close to each other. But cool to know that you are, well, I mean, you're in the same state. That counts for something. But I'm probably closer to Chicago than you are to Paris, Texas. And I'm down in, like, Fort Lauderdale. Your face is optimistica. Thanks, Allie. Very funny. All right, we will call you Pops. We will just remember that name because that works for everybody. Pops is easy to remember. Hey, CL, good to see you. Good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And Allie says, love you 100. And Yvonne is here. Excellent. How you doing, Yvonne? I love your show in the morning. I tell you what, don't stop doing that. And you were going to say Monty, weren't you? What are you talking about? Who's going to say Monty? What is that responding to? I can't remember what that's about. I don't remember. Hi, Tiffany. Lol, thumbs down. Yes. Oh, 100%. Thumbs down it if you don't like it. Or thumbs up. It doesn't matter. YouTube doesn't care if you thumbs up it or thumbs down it. As long as you thumbs something it, that's all they really care. Oh, is there a cat butt in the background? Do you not like that? Here, let's rotate. First of all, let me rotate the camera slightly. And then all we got to do is just slowly rotate the cat. That's a good way to get bit. I won't mess with her. Yeah. Yes. Suzuki had her snack already, so. What do you, Mr. Rogers? No, I didn't change my shoes and put on a sweater. I just put on a shirt. Calm yourself. You're hilarious. Oh, you're just kidding. Your face is just kidding. Won't you be my neighbor? You like this shirt? This is a Duluth Trading Company shirt, but I also like my Florida-grown shirt. It's got a big old pack of Florida oranges on the back of it. We all wear Florida-grown down here, don't we, CL? I don't know if they wear them in the north part of Florida, but I bet you Allie's got a Florida-grown shirt. If you go to Bass Pro, you can't get out without buying a Florida grown shirt. She wanted treats earlier, and he made her wait. I had to wait till Daniel's show was over before I could make her wait. But she had her snack, and now she's right between my feet. And what are you going to do? Where are you going to go? You want to say hi? Say hi, Milky Way. Hi, Cobus. You want to go back to your spot? Her spot is on my work laptop with the lid shut because the lid is warm because of those, the monitor. Boy, I tell you, these kids these days. I've always wanted to have a neighbor. Would you be mine? Would you be mine? I made her wait. Oh, I said that already. Escaping the week. Yes, exactly. I am escaping the week, and we are winning the suburbs weekly. Very weekly. So I am not behind. I am so caught up. I'm right on the verge. My wife and I, we watched this YouTuber at lunchtime, and we are like 15 videos behind on this guy. And I keep joking, saying, look, we're almost caught up. We're almost caught up. But, we are. Everybody's here. You're on your phone when you're traveling, so you can't tag people. Hey, Heidi, look at the road. Watch the road. Watch where you're going. Oh, my goodness. Look out, look out, look out, look out. Yeah, she's up in Massachusetts. She's real close to Walden Pond. That was like the first live stream that Lori ever joined. I happened to read Henry David Thoreau, something from Walden, and Lori said, that's like right next door to me. I could throw a rock and hit Walden Pond. So Lori's up there in the pretty part of Massachusetts. North of, you know what's coming up? Speaking of Massachusetts, what's coming up soon is the Battle of Lexington and Concord. That's right around the corner. Yes, they're flagged to April's breeze unfurled. They fired the shot heard round the world. Grumpy Cat Weather. Do you have a Grumpy Cat Weather app? That's not real. It says, once I had to show you the weather, it was awful. A Grumpy Cat says everything was awful. Dreary here in paradise, a.k.a. Hawaii. I want to visit Hawaii because I want to go to Pearl Harbor. I want to see the Arizona. That would be awesome. That would be super cool. She said no, she did not want to say hello. You're a Florida transplant? Yeah, me too. Me too, but my kids are all natives. Anything above 17 is dopamine. Yeah, you'd love it. I'm naming and claiming being caught up. That's right. Exactly. I am caught up, Pam. I declare it. I declare it. Or to use Lori's lingo, I manifest it. Me and Lori had a great email conversation back and forth about the different wording that we might use to say maybe the same thing, or slightly. Boston Marathon too? That's not close to you. You must be talking about something else. Like when I said that Walden Pond is right next to you, the Boston Marathon's not close to you. Is it? No. It's in Boston. You're not close to Boston. Mom is the same. Dad has 6 generations in Florida. Whoa, your dad goes way, way back? 6 generations? Oh, my gravy? That's awesome. She's being very cat tonight, I know. Well, I hate to tell you guys, but I am very, very caught up. Lori is extremely a trip. And you guys can do the thumbs down if you want to. It would be awesome. We can do all thumbs down. I don't care. But what I want to show you real quick is this new logo, this fancy new logo I came up with. It's not 100% done. I don't think it's completely completed, but I did ask some of you nice, kind folks to comment on it, and some of you had some good ideas and some good thoughts, so I'll kind of mull it over and think about it a little bit here. These are in no particular order, but Springboard Voice, who was with us in our live stream last week, if you remember, said, I like it. Sort of has a morning show vibe, if that's what you're going for, which is also the same thing that my friend $100 Eric said. He said, reminds me of the morning news spin-up from the local news network when I was a kid in Oklahoma. $100 Eric is a very good friend of mine. Ride motorcycles with him all the time. We like to go to visit hamburger stores, and we're considering going to a meetup for a podcast we both listen to. They do a meetup. They do lots of meetups all over the country, and if we can't find one that we like, we might start one. We might create a meetup and put it on the podcast website and say, We're starting to meet up. Here's where it's going to be. And Eric and I both smoke pipes, so we'll try to find a place that's pipe-friendly where we can sit outdoors and have a pipe and have a meetup with our podcasting-friendly folks. So anyway, Pam said, it's clear and simple and eye-catching. I did like the colors of your previous name and stickers. I wonder if that could be incorporated in the background or one of the lettering color schemes. I like it too. I assume you're talking about the National Park sign, which the green and the brown. That's not going away. I really like that. I still love the National Park signs and the vintage effect look of that. So I think this is meant to be just kind of sunset or sunrise. The idea is sunrise and sun's coming up. Spouse wife, that's Kim. I don't think she's in here, or I haven't seen her yet. She might be. Says, it's nice if you're okay with just a bit of color, but shouldn't it be more eye-catching? You're not a sparkly kind of guy, so color would be fine, even if it's grayish tone. What do you mean I'm not a sparkly kind of guy? What do you mean? That's nonsense. I'm highly sparkly. Vampires are jealous of me. Oh, what are we sipping on tonight, everybody? You guys want to do the simultaneous sip? Is everybody ready for the dopamine hit of the day, the thing that makes everything better? The simultaneous sip. I've got diet sweet tea from Publix. Allie told me earlier during Daniel's that she ran out. You always got to have enough on hand. Let's do the simultaneous sip. Everybody ready? Grab your beverage. Let's go. Simultaneous sip. In memoriam to Scott Adams, who started the simultaneous sip. He always did coffee. And last but not least, Griffer the camper van, who's in the UK, said "noise," and Google offered to translate that for me, which was very nice, Google. Thank you very much. And when I clicked on translate, it said "noise." So that's nice. That's cool. I appreciate the feedback. You guys all come up with some great things to say and offer, so I'm going to take all that into account. Let's take a look at the live stream. I have one question. I wonder if our friend John Ruddy showed up, because I want to show you guys something that John sent me, but I don't see him. So we just may have to do it without him, and then if he shows up later in, maybe we'll run back to it. But let's see. Give it 2 likes instead, says Pam. She's afraid to click the down. She's afraid to click the down thumbs button because nice people don't do that, Mike. When are you going to learn? She's a very nice person. Pam is one of the sweet ones, my friend. She's never going to thumbs down somebody. She's way too nice for that. Mike, if you thumbs down and Pam thumbs ups, that's like it cancels it out, and I am thumbsless. I have no thumbs because you took away her thumbs up, and it just wipes it out and counts it. We're currently at 12 thumbs ups, but it may not be thumbs ups. It may be 13 thumbs ups and Mike's 1 thumbs downs, possibly. So she says, wait, I got it. Love this community. Dad says I got 7 Up. Nana says I have raspberry lemonade. Oh, raspberry lemonade. The only thing better than raspberry lemonade is raspberry iced tea from Publix. Oh, my goodness. Mikey Mike has sweet tea. Hey, Rev Secutioner. Glad you made it, man. Thanks for the comment in the video recently. I saw your comment in one of my videos. I appreciate that. And it's so nice of you to drop in and say, hey. And I've been watching your videos, man. You're restoring a pretty cool camper thing there. I was watching the one you were ripping the roof off, right? That was you. I'm thinking that was you. Boy, wouldn't I be embarrassing if that was somebody completely different. No, I'm pretty sure that was the Rev. Cherry fruit splash, 0 sugar ginger ale. Oh my goodness, that sounds good. Do you remember, oh my goodness, what was it called? There was a 7 Up that had like cherry 7 Up or something. Oh my good. Do you remember Crystal Pepsi? You want to take a blast from the past. Do you guys remember Crystal Pepsi? Wow. Blackberry tea sounds fantastic. Sounds outstanding. You missed it. Well, let's do it again. Get your beverage. Fill it with your favorite drink, whatever your container is. Prepare yourself for the unparalleled pleasure, the dopamine hit of the day. It's called the simultaneous sip, and it happens again now. Rev is using his fancy handy dandy members only emojis. That's cool. See, oh, that sounds interesting. 50-50 cranberry juice and Zevia cherry cola, no sugar. Well, almost. That sounds pretty darn good, man. Have you guys ever had Cheerwine? Do you guys know about Cheerwine? It's made in North Carolina, and it's like a cherry soda. Cherry. It's not alcoholic. It's like a cherry cola. Oh my goodness, Cheerwine is so good. They sell it at Publix. And you can also get it. They have it on ice in buckets of ice. They have glass bottles in buckets of ice at the chicken restaurant called PDQ. Have you never heard of PDQ? What does PDQ stand for? People doing chicken? No, I can't remember. It doesn't stand for pretty darn quick. I know that's for sure. I don't know. Hey, Glenn made it. How is it going, Glenn with one N? I am so happy to see you. We're thumbless. I click before I even get into the live chat. Thank you, CL. That was a very good idea. Very good idea. Nice to see you here. It's the best time you'll have all week. 100% guaranteed or your money back. Herbal hot tea. You guys say herbal or herbal? Herbal hot tea this morning, hun. That sounds pretty yummy. Cherry cola. Wow, cannot remember the last time I had that. Absolutely. A dirty Mountain Dew. So what's in your Mountain Dew to make it dirty? What'd you put in there? I'm going to take a guess. Let's see. What would go good with Mountain Dew? Gin? Or bourbon? Probably. Why? Because we're winning the week, she said. Good for you. Hello, Perlman. Hi, Mike. Yep, I'm Renovate. Yeah, that was you. That was really cool. I was watching you tear the roof off of that thing, and boy, you could tell some water had gotten in, especially around the edges and stuff. But man, it's gonna be like new and completely waterproof by the time you're done. I'm looking forward to that project. So keep making videos as you go. Which I got to tell you, man, kudos to you because I know it slows you down to make videos while you're working. Having to hold a camera, do things with one hand, or figure out where to stick the camera and where to put it. And then you got all the editing and all that time editing. You could be working on the camper. So I appreciate you making the sacrifice and slowing down to give us the experience. Crystal Pepsi. I'm the weird coffee one. Coffee, butter, maple syrup, splash of half and half. That sounds pretty good. I like all those things. I like half and half in my coffee. And I like butter. And I love maple syrup. Especially if it's real maple syrup. Like, I don't like the pretend maple syrup that they put in restaurants that's just like a bunch of corn fructose syrupy stuff with fake maple flavoring. I like real maple syrup that runs out like water and it says product of Vermont on it. Yeah, that sounds really good. Great idea. Oh, you missed Cheerwine. If there was a way to get you some, I would do it, man. I would 100% try. In fact, my friend Wes up in Virginia had never tried Cheerwine, and I had Publix deliver some to his front porch because there was a Publix pretty close to him. So I actually got Publix deliver him a 6-pack bottles of Cheerwine to his front porch. The camper project is currently on kind of hold while I'm taking care of some other stuff. Totally cool, man. Absolutely cool. Hawaiian ginger ale. Yeah, I'll just watch the rest of it whenever you get back around to it. Very cool. Hey, congratulations, Allie. Looks like you just celebrating being a member here for 3 months. For those of you who don't know, you can go to the member tab and click join. It's under $2 a month, and you get to see all of my members only videos and posts and special content that I've made for you guys. And we have those fancy emojis that everybody likes doing, but the best part is the members only videos. Those are pretty funny. We have a good time with those. We need to do a members only live stream. That would be pretty cool. I drank so much of that when I was pregnant. Cheerwine. That's funny. Cheerwine. She spells it wine. Soda, not wine. Okay, chill, peeps. Yeah, it's not. Hello, Yvonne. We don't have any of those stores. No, they don't have Publix up north. I know. It's a southeast thing that started here in Florida. In fact, let me put my camera back where I had it. And then you can see right here my poster, which shows the first ever, let me see if I can tap that and maybe it'll even focus. The first ever Publix store in, I think, Winter Haven. Let's put the focus back where it belongs. I don't think it really focused back there anyway, so didn't really work. Soda, not wine, weed. Scott, I have a question. From time to time, YouTube gives me jewels. This time it was 4K. Does this happen to everyone, and why? I don't know, man. I don't understand the jewels. I think it's a way when people are like, let me ask you, Glenn, are you partly monetized? Somewhat like, but not 100% monetized? Like the first level and not the second level yet? And that might be a way that, like, people can buy jewels and flowers and packages and hearts and those little icons and stuff, and they give it to you. And I think that, I don't know this for sure. I'm not 100% how it works. Sally gets these things all the time. And I see you're in the chat already, Sally. I think that people are donating money for those, and YouTube takes and translates it into jewels, but then it turns into money into your account. I think that they pay you when it reaches the YouTube threshold is $100, so they pay you when you hit $100, I think. But man, I really don't know, buddy. You might want to have to look that one up. I'm not 100% positive. Hello, Miss Sally. How are we doing? Everybody good? Good to see you. I hope Daryl's here with you too. YouTube just gave everyone 4,000 free jewels. Really? Are those for people to give away? Is that for people to give away in live streams, and it just gave everyone a big pile of jewels to give away? Or did it? Yeah, it must be. I don't know. Glenn says it's happened several times over the past year. I don't know why either, man. I didn't know that they gave it out, and I have not noticed that I received it. If I did receive it, I'm not aware of that. But man, I don't know how the jewels work, honestly. I don't know. Sister Sally. Do you build out vans? Michael celebrates 3 months. Congratulations. Yay, Sally. Hey, Sally. Hello, Jen. Hello, Sally and Big D. Is Big D here? I don't see him. I'm just going to assume that Big D is hanging out with her and is listening in from afar. Yeah, that's not real maple syrup. Real maple syrup is the stuff that comes in a glass bottle, and it says product of Vermont, and it's real runny, and it's got a real flavor. It's not as sweet as that stuff they try to pass off at IHOP. Allie is the real MVP. Allie's face is the real MVP. Lori, do you know what really happened? No. Sally, what really happened? Tell us. True story. Allie, did you really mean to do that? What did she do? Did she do something that she didn't mean to do? Nana of 5 celebrate. See, so everybody who became a member during a live stream, because people like to buy packs of memberships and give them out during the live stream. So people become members about this time of night on a live stream, and then their anniversary comes up during a live stream, and we get this cool little notification. So Nana, 2 months ago, so she got her 1 month free, and then she must have re-upped and said, I'll give this guy $1. Sure, no problem. My daughter just bought a new van. She's been traveling the country, hiking all over the national parks for the last 4.5 years. Lori, has she been to every national park? So Sally said, Lori, you know what finally happened? And then Lori said, Sally, what happened? He says, I'm in Florida, so if anybody wanted some work done, well, that's good to know. I bet you're not that close to me, though. Are you north of Lake Okeechobee or south of Lake Okeechobee? I'm south. But I'm betting you're somewhere cool like Okeechobee City or Sebring, or maybe you're up near Perry or Crescent City. Maybe you're somewhere close to Ocala. That's what I'm going to guess. I'm going to bet you're near Ocala. I've been drinking green tea lately with honey and cinnamon. That sounds pretty good. Just trying something new instead of coffee. That sounds delicious. It's free member for 3 months. Oh, not 1 month. Okay, cool. Everyone can do it. They have a month anniversary. I didn't know it was for you get a free membership for 3 months? That's awesome. I thought they'd just give it out for 1 month. That's really cool. Yeah, that's cool that she got her new van. She got her new home. When you think about it, Lori's daughter, Court, when her van got crashed, her house got crashed. She lived in that thing. So it wasn't just losing a vehicle. She lost her home. And so it's so awesome that she got a new one. That's cool. And you do get jewels if you hype videos. And the jewels are on the phone. Ali says that's a mobile thing. Okay. You get jewels, and they convert to rubies, and rubies convert to money. Wow. I did not know that. Optimistica remembers Publix from when I lived in Fort Lauderdale way back in the 80s. Oh, my goodness. Optimistica, I moved here the the year after you left. We passed each other like two ships passing in the night. Oh, my gravy. We missed each other by a year. We could have been best friends, man. I hype as many videos as I can each week. Yeah, that's cool. If you don't know how to hype videos on mobile, you look at the section that says comments, and then you swipe it to the left, and over on the right, there's usually a hype function on mobile. But it's only for smaller channels. Like, you're not going to see that on Mr. Beast, you know. But you're... Yeah, I was thinking that somebody was giving you jewels during a live stream or something, but now I understand they gave it out to a bunch of people, to everybody, so never mind that question. The drills are for the stickers, like I sent Sally the golden poo. You sent Sally golden poo? What a friend. So, you know, the world needs better friends like you, man, giving people golden poo. They want you to buy jewels, and then 100 jewels is $1. Oh, so you get 100 jewels as a creator. Somebody gives you a bunch of jewels during a thing, and then 100 is $1. Boy, that's going to take forever to buy a new truck. Oh, my gravy. I'll have you know, it's the Mount Zion Independent Non-Denominational Church of Publix. Thank you very much. We split apart from the first Church of Publix because we didn't like the way they were putting their buffalo sauce on their chicken tender sub. So we had to have a church split. So now we are the Mount Zion Independent Church of the First Sweet Tea of Publix. Thank you. Big D in the house. Congratulations on making a new video, buddy. Very nice. I enjoyed your little, I don't know, it was like a poem or kind of like a free poem that you sort of made up and read and everything. That was really neat. It was like about somebody asking God to speak to them, and they kept missing it, didn't they? That was cool. I liked it. Hey, let me just show you guys. Assuming, oh, hey, Peter, glad you made it. How's it going, my man? My friend Peter here is in the UK. Very cool. Glad to see you here. When they do communion, it's diet sweet tea. That's funny. Oh, you're only teasing? You weren't serious? Man, I was hoping that was going to be a church. I was going to start it. Dag nabbit, you're only teasing. All right, let me show you guys what John sent, and if John shows up, let me know, and we will run it back. But John sent me a sticker, and I know you can't see it, so I took a picture of it. But this way you can see how big it is. Look how big it is. So it's a really cool sticker. It says United States of America, America's 250th anniversary, 1776. Got the Liberty Bell. It's got the Statue of Liberty. It's got the American flag right there. I wonder how many stars are on that. I bet you it doesn't have 51 like it's supposed to. We gotta put a new star on there. Did you know we gotta put a new star on there for Greenland? Because we're taking it. Just teasing, we're not taking it. But anyway, if John shows up, he gave me this cool sticker, so I got to find a cool place to put that. Isn't that neat? It's very nice. We got our 250th birthday for the country coming up, and that's going to be a blast. We're going to have a good time with that. Big old party. Pam, you can come down and celebrate with us if you want. We love Canadians. They're our favorite Northerners. If you want to come on down and celebrate with us for July 4th, that'd be a blast to have you show up for our party. Peter, hello, Peter. Hello, Peter. But Peter, who was very naughty, ran straight away to Mr. McGregor's garden and squeezed under the gate. Everybody knows what that's from, I'm sure. Peter, hello. Loved your video on the community. Me too. I loved his community on the video as well. Sister Yvonne. I love how Daryl calls everybody brother or sister. It's a really friendly fellowshipy thing to do. I like that, Daryl. Don't ever stop. Keep it up. Let's see. Where are we? People ask why we would want to live in a place where literally everything is trying to unalive you. I respond with, have you ever had a public sub? Oh, I nailed it. Yes, he is near Ocala, Florida. Awesome. Man, we were in Ocala for Thanksgiving. And I tell you what, just after that, you guys got your little town square decorated up for Christmas time. It was so pretty. You guys got to look at pictures of Ocala's town square, their central town square with the gazebo and the little town square. They put up a big Christmas tree and they decorate the whole town. It is gorgeous. It's so old-fashioned Americana. Ocala is really nice. It's unfortunate that it's starting to fill up with too many people are moving in too fast, and I don't know if it can handle the growth, but it's a great town. Peter, you should be asleep. What do you mean you should be asleep? He doesn't need to be asleep. What is it, only 2 o'clock in the morning, right? Coming up on 1, 2, 3, 4, nah. Yeah, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock in the morning. I have restless leg syndrome. I sleep when I can, and I can't join the lives. That's good. I hope that your leg gets healed, and we will be praying for that so that you can get a nice night's sleep. But we are grateful that you choose to spend your wakefulness with us, because this is the Cool Kids table. We saved you a chair right here on the end where you can see everybody and hang out. And if you don't have lunch money, I'll share my French fries with you. People don't understand how important the Publix sub, especially the chicken tender sub, but all of the Publix subs are to Floridians. You guys don't understand. It's like cheese curds to Wisconsin. Okay? It's like a slice of pie for a New Yorker, or a Philly cheesesteak to somebody from Philly. You guys, if you haven't been to Florida and had a Florida State sandwich, our state sandwich, the Publix chicken tender sub, man, you don't know what you're missing. You're overdosing on live streams. Well, you're the one who accused me of overdosing and going to too many live streams. But I did share my secret with Mike here, which is that I have 7 clones that I employ to go to all these various live streams, and then they report back to me and tell me if anybody's talking mean about me behind my back at their live stream. My clones tell me. Mike, your buddy Pops is in here with us. So Mike, say hi to Pops, and Pops, say hi to Mike. Oh, you hyped me. She hyped me. Woo! Hyped. Woo, thank you, Allie. You're awesome. Appreciate that. Very cool. I tried magnesium and have done 50 squats. This did not work tonight. There is a comment I could make, but I won't, because I'm a nice feller. I'm almost as nice as Pam. You were up early this morning, old Mike. Was he? Was he commenting early? You know, we need less and less sleep as we get smarter and wiser and cooler. And it's also true that the better looking you are, the less sleep you need. So I'm not surprised that Mike was up early, you know. I lived on the Isle of Venice and worked at the Sheraton Yankee Trader. Oh, no, we still call it the Yankee Trader, or the Yankee Clipper. But I know exactly the building you're talking about. It looks like a big old boat sailing up A1A right there at the curve. And I don't know if it's got another name or not. I got a really cool picture of the QE2 back in the 60s, I think, off the coast with the Yankee Clipper, or Yankee Trader, as you say. Yankee Clipper is what we always called it. Right there in the foreground. It's a cool picture. I'll try and dig it up maybe. But if you lived on the Isle of Venice, man, you got money. Optimistica's got some bucks, man. Allie, nobody knows what you're laughing at. You have to be more specific. Your face has to be more specific. That's right. I woke up early at 4 a.m., checked my phone, and there was Sally. She's a delight. She's okay. I don't know. She's all right. Turn on your hard light. All right, let's see here. You guys want to see my new fishing rod rack that I got at Bass Pro? Here's a picture of it. Took a picture of it because I tried to see how well the camera was going to show up. It's right here behind me, and I'll try and show it to you, but I don't know if it's going to be all that visible because, oops, oh, no. See, now this thing is doing its stupid thing. Hold on, there's a trick. You got the same camera as me, Allie, and if you're not careful, this, ooh, no. Now we're really in trouble. There we go. There's this button on the side. Remember when I reached up and I touched it to change the focus? I must have changed the function button right on the side, and what that does is it changes what the joystick does and makes it into a zoom machine. So anyway, there you go. Now you can see the fishing rod rack that I put up there right next to my Stetson. But there's a better picture of it here. So I figured I had these things all kind of like leaning against the corner, just sort of stuck on the corner over there. But the cat keeps on trying to play with the line on it and everything else. And that's a problem because if she gets that hook caught in her paw, oh my goodness, we're gonna have a big problem trying to get that out. So, and Daniel was doing show and tell with some fishing line he got. This is the fluorocarbon, some 12-pound line that I bought. I have not used fluorocarbon before. I had been using monofilament, and man, it wants to just like explode off the reel and get all tangled and everything else. So maybe this will be a little bit better. The problem with braided is that the fishies can see the braids. So maybe that'll work. I'll take that out fishing, I don't know, probably tomorrow. If not tomorrow, Friday. And we'll see how it goes. Catch us a little fishy. The two celebrities are here, Pop and Old Mike, yes, and Glenn and Debbie, and Sally and Lori. All the celebrities, all the mics. It's a mic-rich environment. Let's go! Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Everybody's saying hi to everybody. Yeah, that's cool. And is that how far back behind I am? This is when you wrote that, is when I had the sticker on screen, and now everybody's saying what a nice sticker it is, and that was like 20 minutes ago. That sticker's awesome. You're going to need a new water bottle. I know, I don't have any more room. I have just a tiny bit of room. I'll have to figure it out. If I end up making stickers with the winning the week, I have to definitely save a spot for that. Pam is our favorite Canadian for sure, and I'm glad you appreciate the invite. You can bring some good coffee. Don't bring any of that Timmy's. You said Timmy's is bad coffee, so bring us some good coffee. Rock! Why are you saying rock? What did I say before about 20 minutes ago that made you say rock? I don't know. I'm getting my body ready for the weekend. WrestleMania weekend, so I'll be awake till 4 a.m. Saturday and Sunday. Wow, that's crazy, man. CBN, Peter. Not a doctor, but it works for my hubby. CBN. I don't know what CBM is, but the best prescription for restless leg syndrome is pub subs. It's the best you could ever get it. She goes, forget about it, because I didn't know what she's talking about. Pub sub. Where can I buy CBN? Doesn't matter. You need pub subs. By the way, the Dirty Mountain Dew is a new flavor where they mix cream soda with Mountain Dew. It's strange. Oh, so you didn't dirty it up by putting alcohol in it, which is what I assumed. It's a flavor that they're selling now. Dirty Mountain Dew. Cream soda and Mountain Dew. That's got to be very strange. Very weird. Hi, Mike. Hey, buddy. Nice to see you, Pops. Hey, Mike. How's it going? Oh, it's going pretty good. Things are going well. You doing all right, man? You feeling pretty good? Yep, I'm feeling pretty good. Everything's good here. Hey, can I butt in? No, you can't butt in. Leave us alone. But I want to talk too. No, we're talking to each other, Daryl. You can't talk. But I want to say hi. No, you heard him. You got to butt out, Daryl. I need more sleep. There you go. That's my puppet show. Did you guys like that? Is that annoying? Is that why Sally hardly gets ever any sleep? It's a cannabinoid. That sounds illegal. Hi, old me. Yes, Yvonne, that's exactly it. And old Mike was at my live at 4 a.m. his time this morning. I'm so honored he stepped in to see me. So, wait a minute, how can it be 4 a.m. his time? Were you live last night, Sally? Why were you live last night on a Tuesday night? You're not live on Tuesday nights. Were you live last night? I didn't know that. I don't think I can get that here in the UK. Our government seems to think cannabis is more than simply a plant. I have a love affair with my snooze button. The cats wake me up. Fishing rack. Gosh. Yeah, that's how you know it's serious. That's how you know that somebody's decided this guy really wants to fish. So as you can see from the picture, it's got it holds 5 rods, but I don't like the way it does it because the reels kind of crash into each other a little bit. Maybe if I can offset them and make them a little staggered, it might work. But it seems like the rod wants to crash into the one that's right above it. So right now I've got 3 on it, but I've only got 3 rods right now anyway. So maybe I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I'm doing it wrong. I can figure it out too. Sally says, there's his fishing rod that's named, oh yes, his fishing rod's name is Sally. Yes, that's correct. The middle one is named after Sally because it's got all the crazy colors, just like when she does her insane glasses. Yep. Here in the UK, aspirin is not illegal, but if you take 13 of them, it'll be the last headache you ever have. Wow. There's 2 of them, Clipper and Trader. Oh, there's 2 different ones? There's a Yankee Clipper and a Yankee Trader? Oh. Well, I only know the Clipper. Okay. I only know the triangular one. You have to tell me. I think that's the Clipper. Thanks, Mike. That's because it's so colorful. First of all, he said the pole looks good on there. And then she said, that's because it's so colorful. It's the color that makes it so wonderful. Don't you agree? And then Jen says, Peter, you just have to get to know the right or wrong. Oh, my goodness. We are not giving advice on how to illegally obtain pharmaceutical non-prescription items in the UK. We're not gonna talk about that here. Let's not. We're missing retired Mike. Yeah, where's that Mike? Where's Arizona Mike? I don't know. Hey, Daryl. Everybody on my street knows a man who knows a man, but I don't like anybody on my street. That's okay. Having to eat a burger and fries because my sugar is 47. Not good. Way too low. All right. Well, that's a good excuse. I hope you're having a Baconator. You should get a Baconator from Wendy's. Eat a burger and fries because my sugar is 47. Probably because you had all that no-carb keto food earlier during your live stream, right? This is written at 8:40 and is currently 8:45. So we're running 5 minutes behind, but I'm caught up to you. Look, it's not very much. I'm way there. I'm here. Pam's okay, but have you met her husband, Dylan? He's amazing. I'd say he's a favorite Canadian. That's funny. Dylan, we all have a man crush on Dylan, right? I'm not sure what you and Sally have been drinking. I totally get it, though. Dylan is a lot of fun. He just seems like a nice guy. He seems like a cool dude. He's a righteous dude. What's that from? I bet Pam knows. Pam gets all my references. When I say, he's a righteous dude, Pam knows exactly what that's from. Simultaneous sip. I have a rack like that from my pew-pews. I have the same problem. So they bash into each other a little bit. That's cool. What? He's on the West Coast? Peter is? I thought Peter's in the UK. Wait. Oh, somebody else showed up. No. I'm confused. Let me scroll back. Okay, here we go. I'm going to use the search function to find it. Okay. We're going to find this. Mike, not Peter. Mike was at my live at 4 a.m. his time this morning. We must not be talking about... Which Mike is on the West Coast? One of our Mikes is on the West Coast? I know that Sparky Mike is in Minneapolis. And Arizona Mike is in Arizona Mike. That's not the West Coast. And Old Me Mike, you're not on the West Coast, are you? I thought Old Me Mike was in Texas like Pops. All right, so the Clipper, like I said, is the one shaped like a triangle, like a ship. It's kind of like our own Flatiron building in New York City, if you think about it, right? And the Trader is a half a mile up on A1A from that. I did not know that. I never knew of the Yankee Trader. That's good to know. Half a mile up, so probably before you get to... It's probably right around Las Olas, by the elbow room, maybe a little bit past that. I met my wife right by there. I met my wife on the strip at Fort Lauderdale. I was on vacation here from Northern Virginia. Came down with a bunch of boys on vacation. And met a bunch of girls on the Fort Lauderdale strip. Got their phone numbers. And then I came back a year later and married one of them. It's funny because I'm about to enjoy a bowl of something that I got from the local corner store. We don't talk about that. You guys, don't talk about it in public. I've been thinking about going fishing for native trout. That sounds good. It's a 5-mile... Bye, Zuki. It's a 5-mile hike through the mountains and a stream with natural wild trout. I would have to record it. There's no service. Yeah, record it first and then share your video with us later. That would be pretty awesome. That'd be super cool. Pulp Fiction does have many righteous dudes. That's true, but that's not the quote. I know my people. I know where they're located. I know where everybody is, so everybody's okay. Scott, you might want to do that. Oh, wow. I got slapped by her. Southern California, really? I did not realize that. I thought you were Tejas. My bad. Southern California. Born here, lived here all my life, grew up on the beach surfing. Now I just serve YouTube. Cool. That's cool. There's a guy that I watch on YouTube named David Freiberger who was really popular in the automotive magazine industry, like Peterson's magazines and stuff. And now he does YouTube solo. And I really enjoy his videos. And he takes a lot of driving tours through Southern California and points out along the way all the cool stuff that happened when he was growing up. He's probably 20 years younger than you, Mike. So his experience is late 70s, 80s, a little bit of 90s, but a lot of cool stuff. David Freiberger channel. He's cool. All right. So let's see here. What are we talking about? Sally, I'm not going to listen to you anymore because you slapped me. You're safe where you are. Mike just got misplaced. You. Los Olas? I've been there before in Fort Lauderdale. Oh, yeah. Everybody's been to Los Olas. Got to visit the elbow room. So it's Mrs. Winning the Week. Yeah, that was a question Lori and I were talking about is, are we going to rename my wife Mrs. Winning the Week? Or does she get to stay Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs? Because we had been calling her Mets. So Mrs. Winning the Week is really hard to acronymize. So I don't know. We'll see. I'm ignoring Sally because she slapped me. Hello. Oh, sure. You want to get picked up until I bend down to pick you up and then you run away. Such a cat, man. Such a cat. Good guess. Not bad. Pretty close. But he's a righteous dude, is Ferris Bueller. That is Ferris Bueller. When the school secretary was talking to, I think, to the principal, and she told everybody, or she told him that he's a righteous dude. I lived in San Diego once, a long time ago. I was in junior high. Oh, wow. Is that where you transplanted to Florida from, is Cali? I didn't know that. That's cool. San Diego seems like a really, really nice place. Yeah, exactly. You were in junior high just 10 years ago. Very good, Mike. Very smooth, man. This is my favorite night of the week after Sunday night, after Saturday night, and after 6 p.m. And I'm always afraid she's sitting behind me. She's going to attack me. You know, those cats, they're always scheming how to kill you. Mike's a surfer, and he's teaching me how to surf. That's cool, how to surf the web, yeah. Very cool. Better watch it, Scott, or Sally's going to come through the screen and hit you with the clapper. I would not doubt it. The big green hand clapper thing. That would be funny. I agree, Lori. That's funny. Oh, you're younger than that? Sorry, we didn't mean to call you old. We didn't realize you were younger than that. I have a question for you, Scott. Have you ever been to the Dollhouse in Fort Lauderdale? I have not. No, I have never been to any strip clubs in Fort Lauderdale. So, but that one is famous. It is one of the, it's gone now, of course. It was famous. Motley Crue mentioned it in their music, and I think there was some other music that mentioned that place. But that's not really my kind of establishment. I'm a nice guy, remember? I'm a nice guy like Mrs. Pam is nice. Hey, I got something to show you guys. Always got something. You guys want to see a garden update? The garden's been exploding, absolutely exploding. So I have some flowers that survive through the winter because we don't really have a winter here. So what we have here is the Indian blanket. Those flowers are pretty cool. I think they're also, some people call them Indian flowers. If Granny was here, she could tell us exactly what they are. The rock trumpet is like a vine that wants to climb up like crazy, so I have a pole kind of stuck in the pot, and it all climbs up it like crazy. Those are really fun. And, of course, the bougainvillea. Everybody knows about bougainvillea. They make for a nice hedge, and I've kind of got it stuck up at the corner of my backyard. Sort of, you can see my house in the background, but it's really there because I'm trying to build it up as a screen to sort of block the view, caddy corner across the corner from my neighbors. I don't want to really see their area very well, so... The white fence that you see there does not extend all the way around. It only extends on one side, and then it's open for about 5 feet. And then there's a large hedge that we have down here. We have a hedge called what's it called? Oh man, Alley and CL. What are those trees we have down here that they grow like crazy and they make a gigantic hedge? They grow really fast. I forget what they're called now. And let's see what else I got here to show you. I have declared myself the Marigold Titan of Florida. Once I learned that you can break off the dried up, crispy brown heads off the flowers when they dry out of a marigold and open it up and get 30 or 40 seeds out of it and regrow them, I currently have 5 currently blooming pots of marigolds all over the garden, and they're pretty large. They're like big around, holding my hands all the way around, like too heavy to lift, right? But I also have, that's what these numbers are to remind me, I have 42 little planters of marigolds that I've grown from seeds that came out of a flower head. And those things they're only like less than a month away from starting to go crazy and bloom. So I'm going to have marigolds going crazy. My daughter up in North Carolina asked me for some seeds, so I just mailed her an envelope with a pack full of seeds and some flower heads and told her how to pull the seeds out. Because like I said, I got so many of these darn things growing like crazy. I've become the international marigold titan of South Florida, and I don't know what I'm going to do when those things start blooming like crazy, but the bees like them, and the butterflies like them, so I like them. And last but not least, I do love pentas. I've got pink pentas and red pentas growing all over the place. I've liked pentas for about 35 years. I had a supervisor named Ray who had the same birthday as me 40 years before, to the day, 40 years older than me. In the 90s, he was my supervisor, and he told me about pentas. He was a really big gardener. He had lots of cool flowers and vegetables in his garden. And I really liked Ray. I respected him a lot. I learned a lot from him. I only worked for him for 4 years, but man, I learned a ton from him. But he told me about pentas and how they're great for attracting butterflies and stuff like that. So I've always enjoyed them. And they're so easy to grow. Pentas grow so fast, and they just explode and go flowing out of the buckets. They're so nice. I really love pentas. But more than pentas, I miss Ray. Ray was cool. And unfortunately, Ray passed away a few years ago. His wife had passed away, I think, a year or two before that. And then he passed away. And, you know, he had the coolest old pickup truck. He had a second-gen Chevy C10 pickup truck. Second generation is 1967 to 1972. And, man, that was such a cool truck. It was about 35 different colors, right? The faded, patinaed rust and primer and bare metal and different colors of blue shining through. And I got to think this was probably a 68 or a 69 based on what I remember of it. It had a white camper on the back. I would love to find one of those trucks, and they're out there. You can find those trucks for $5,000-$6,000 in running condition. If you want to get one that doesn't run, you can pick them up for $2,500. But one that's running with a straight six or a V8 in it, you can get those bad boys for $5,000-$6,000. And I'm thinking about selling the motorcycle and then maybe going on the hunt, trying to find a truck like old Ray had. That'd be pretty cool to have a second generation C10. The Action Line, Chevrolet called those trucks the Action Line. And It's the ones that was a generation before the real famous square bodies. Everybody loves the square bodies, right? Those are 72 to 80 something square body Chevy pickups, but I like those old anyway, we're rambling. I do miss Ray, and I miss his truck. He was a cool guy, and I learned a lot. And I wonder what happens to the live stream when I do that. I accidentally locked the computer screen, and it goes into screensaver mode. Everything goes screensaver mode. I wonder what happens to the live stream when that happens. Probably nothing, right? But that's okay. I accidentally dragged my mouse to the corner. So what did you guys think of that video I made a little while ago? Pretty new one. This is called They Will Remember This Forever. The video was about the way that you can phrase a question to somebody in a positive leading tone. A lot of good feedback, a lot of good comments from you guys. I guess this video touched some of you, and it's funny because, you know, I'm making these videos when I've got to drive somewhere, when I got to go do something, when I got to be somewhere. I'm like, let me just take some time and speak to my beloved friends in the Cool Kids Club here. And it was just it's just a chat about asking people how their day is in a way that leads them into thinking, awesome thoughts and planting positivity, right? Just like instead of saying, hey, what's up? Say, hey, what's cool that's happening? What do you got going on lately that's neat? What do you got going on lately that's cool or fun? So it's just a fun way to do it. I thought it was a cool topic. I thought it was a neat thing. I had made a video, I don't know, a couple years ago in a similar topic that was, I kind of call it a superpower. When you talk to people and say things in a positive way or ask a question in a positive way, it's kind of like a superpower. But I think I was better at describing the idea in this video I don't know. The videos are doing pretty well lately. I don't really pay attention to subscriber count. I don't think subscriber count matters that much. I'm with Rob the Maritimer on that. Subscriber count's really not that big a deal. I'm much more interested in how many people are seeing the video, which is impressions, how many people they're showing it to. I'm sorry, my nose is itching like crazy, and that happens when I talk a lot. When I talk, makes my nose vibrate, my face vibrates, and my nose starts itching. So sorry about that. But I don't know what I was saying. I have no idea. It was important, but the subscribers don't matter much. But I've had like every other video's busted up above 100 views, which is great because I had been kind of stuck in the 20 and 30 view hell for a while there, and it's nice to see. It was back-to-back videos over 100 if you don't count the one that was a live stream replay. I did a quick little short live stream replay video, like a little clipping of a live stream, made a little short clipping talking about the name change. For those of you who might have missed it when I talked about it, by the way, if you showed up late, I'll be doing the name change on a different schedule than what I said before because YouTube limits and throttles how often you can change the name of your title. So it'll happen as soon as they take off the handcuffs. Right now I'm locked out for 7 days, so I can't change the name, but I'll change the name when I get around to it. At some point, we'll do that. You want to talk about getting behind on the chat? We're really behind on the chat now because I've been talking about stuff. But that's okay. We'll get caught up. It's not going to take very long at all to get caught up. I know that. That's the truth because Granny made it. That's good. I hope Granny got here in time to see my garden show and tell. That would be good. Let's see here. Where are we? Mountain Dew was originally made to be a mixer for a whiskey. I knew that. I remember that. And I remember the old logo. Remember the old Mountain Dew logo with the hillbilly on it? That was pretty fun. You can still occasionally see an old general store or gas station with the old Mountain Dew logo still painted on it. I remember seeing one of those in the outskirts of Daytona once. We're going to get caught up in just nothing flat. Watch, I promise. You'll see this message right here is from 8:53 and it's currently 9:02. So we're really virtual. We're almost caught up already, see. Cali's okay, no offense, but I love Monterey. Some of my perennials are popping through. Woohoo! That is awesome. Granny, how did you know that I mentioned you and started talking about flowers? You must have your ears must have been burning. But I'm glad you made it. Maybe you got some feedback on the gardening. Everybody's saying hi to her, which is excellent. So your mandevillas grow all year. I think you mean bougainvilleas. That must have been like talking into the phone with voice to chat, and it says mandevillas instead of bougainvilleas. But yeah, they do. They grow. Nothing dies. Everything keeps blooming and going and blooming and going. And the leaves don't fall off the trees until the new ones come out and push them off. Yep. You knew I was a deadhead. Are you talking about when I take the flowers? When I take the dead heads off the flowers, and that's called deadheading? Is that what you mean? Because if you mean that I like the Grateful Dead, if you're calling me a deadhead because you think I like the Grateful Dead or something, you're right. I do like the Grateful Dead. But I also take the flower heads off and cut them off, which is called deadheading, which is what I think you're talking about, ma'am. That's right. All year. Everything grows all year. Do chickens love marigolds? I didn't know that. They eat the seeds, they eat the heads, and they're full of seeds. That makes sense. I didn't know that, but that makes perfect sense. I don't have chickens. I don't think we can do chickens in my town. I live in a town that's like thinks it's a city, but it's more of a town. But they want to be a bigger city, so they keep putting up apartment complex blocks down at the downtown. I don't want to talk about it. It's not cool. I don't like it. Pentas are great for the butterfly. Absolutely. That is 100% correct. Do they keep bunny rabbits away? I don't know about that. I don't know. We don't have bunnies. We're in the built-up suburbs. So we don't have any bunnies. I'll tell you what keeps bunnies away is traffic. Too many cars. Yes, they do, and it helps keep bugs away. Oh, I knew that. The smell of marigolds is good for bugs and mosquitoes. Yeah, for sure. Where's the fishing rod? Hey, Tyler, I know you've been here a while. This message was left a good 5 minutes ago, but if you didn't see my picture of my fishing rod rack, I'll show it to you, even though you're late. Here's the picture of the fishing rod rack. That's the fishing rod rack. So there you go. It's pretty cool. By the way, that dual mode live streaming thing we did last week, man, we're never doing that again. That is terrible. We're never doing that ever again. This is a screenshot of a conversation I had with Rob the Maritimer talking about it. The way that it separated you guys into two separate chat rooms, how stupid is that? And I agree with Rob. I don't think that's an Ecamm thing. I think it's a YouTube thing because YouTube's studio has the little button when you're about to go live. Right before you go live, it's got a little button that says dual mode, and you can do to vertical and horizontal. So I think it's YouTube grouping people into separate chat rooms. How stupid is that? One of you guys had a good idea, which was, I think it might have been, I forget, Perlman or Pops or Mike, or maybe it was Arizona Mike. One of you guys had the idea of sharing your screen and running the live chat that's in Ecamm as an overlay so that everybody can see all the messages, but that would not be good on the phone because on a phone it's going to be way too small and then it's going to get covered up by the existing chat. So anyway, Rob and I had a nice talk about it, and his idea was maybe periodically do a shorts live stream with a vertical cell phone just to accommodate people who are mobile only. So I might do that. I was thinking that maybe next week when Daniel DG can't go live at his normal 6 p.m. Eastern time, maybe I'll take the phone out and do a vertical live stream from the garden and then come back in and do my normal horizontal. But that dual mode thing, I'm not doing that again unless they fix this separate live chat room. That's not cool. I'm not a fan. I'm the opposite of whatever a fan is. No, Sally, it is said they do, but if the bunny is hungry, it will eat the green of it. Hi, Daniel. Hi, Tyler. Hi, Tyler. See, this is how I can get caught up on the chat so fast because everybody's just saying hi. I prefer vans over trucks. I've owned a Suburban monster truck before. That was probably awesome. What year was it? That's probably pretty cool. Hey, what if I got a Chevy Suburban and then the channel's name was Escaping the Suburban? Not the suburbs. Escaping the Suburban. That would be funny. Whoa. Escaping in the Suburban. It could be escaping the week in a Suburban. That would be hilarious. Suburbans are nice and huge, so you can sleep in the back. You can go camping. Hey, resident Tyler, great to see you. I returned your question with my grumpy cat. It was a great topic, Scott. Have a great night, Optimistica. Is it time to go? Is Optimistica leaving? Awesome. I'm going to win the next trivia game. By the way, if you guys did not see Tyler's new video, he's got a really good video that you guys need to check out sometime when you get a chance. He's talking about Tennessee's got a new law, basically, that doesn't allow you to use kids in your video, or they're going to fine you $2,000 per video or something if you're monetized and you put kids in your videos. So Tyler's not monetized, so he's not making money off of his video. But it's something he's going to have to pay attention to. It's going to be something he's going to have to watch out for when he does get monetized. So it's an interesting video. Go take a look at Tyler's video when you get a chance about Tennessee's new law. It's going to affect anybody that's got a kid in their channel, especially if they're showing up all the time. You're going to win the next trivia game? Yeah, we'll see about that, buddy. I don't know. I can't win Sally's trivia games because she reads off the winners. Her and Daryl read off the winners, but they miss over, like, first of all, we see a different order than what they see. The chat that we see is not the same order that shows up on their screen. And we all see our own chats in different orders. So I might think my answer came in first, but like Allie might answer and it comes on her screen. She's ahead of me. And then Sally, by the time she gets a chance to read it, or Daryl, 3 of them have already passed, so they never know who actually answered the trivia. So I guess the point of the trivia is just to play and have fun and not really try to win. But winning is important. You have to win. What's the point of playing a game if you're not winning? Because we're all winning the week. We're winning the week and the trivia game. That's the name of the new channel. That's it. I'm renaming the channel Winning the Trivia Game. Forget winning the week. We are winning the trivia game. That's the new channel name. Like it or not. Scott must be expecting company since he has an itchy nose. Is that how it works? Have I got company coming? Boy, I hope not. If anybody comes over as company unexpected, I'm going to make them get on the live stream. What I'll do is I'll just relocate to the couch. We'll both move back to the comfy couch. We'll sit down and we'll have a comfy couch, cool kids collective. New video is doing good on impressions. Well, that's good to know. That's cool. Yahoo! Mountain Dew. I'm Soko. Oh, no. That's the wrong word. Ha 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 ha. I'm psychic. That's true. Correct. Or maybe she's both. That sticker is awesome. Yeah, thanks, man. Granny is very silly, 100%. Hey, guys, need to take the pup out. Enjoy the rest of your night. Keep winning the week, you guys. Love you guys. Very cool. Enjoy the time with the puppy. Corvettes are faster. You can escape with speed. Well, that's true. If you need to make a quick getaway. CL, I have a question for you. Very important. Most important question you might hear all week. The most fun you have all week is also going to present to you the most important question you have all week. And that is, what's your favorite year Corvette? Mine, obviously, first year Corvette, which I learned in Sally's trivia is 1953, I think. That's the cool one. I remember reading once upon a time that John Wayne bought the first ever Corvette to roll off the assembly line. I wonder if that's really true. But CL, I want to know what your favorite year is. You built the Suburban. 3-inch body lift, 4-inch suspension lift, 35-inch Pro Comps in the back, 33s up front with the KC light bar. It was over 9 feet tall. To get in, you had to climb the tires. 1987. Those were the good old days, Rev. I tell you what, man. Those days, remember when you could just say 4x4 and it just generically meant all the cool trucks out there. Got a 4x4. What, you're back? Come on over here. I'll pick you up. She comes over like she's almost close enough for me to pick her up, and then she just stretches like, I'm not really coming over. Okay, up you go. You're here. Say, hi, how's it going? Everybody here? Okay, back to your nice, warm, and comfy spot. Nope, don't get down. Okay, fine, get down. Just don't roll around under the chair. That's all I worry about. 90 to 92 is your favorite year? Wow, I would not have guessed. That's interesting. Funny. Oh, it had the LT1. Very cool. Man, That must have been a fast truck. Boy, I tell you what, I had a Ford, my dad will remember this car. I had a 1971 Ford Galaxy 500, 18 feet long, but it had the big V8 in it. It had the big block. That thing could move. I tell you what, that thing, once we got it out on the highway, and once we got it north of 100 miles an hour, the steering tightened up, and it was fantastic. Around town, it was a boat. But once you got that Galaxy 500 up over 100 on I-95 between Washington, D.C. and Baltimore, 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, maybe coming home from Hammer Jacks or something, boy, good times. That was a fast motor. You got to flip the lid on the air cleaner, gives you an extra 5 horsepower. And cool factor. Pop's got to go. What a bummer. Got to run, kids. Y'all don't stay up too late. Turn out the lights when you turn in. Nighty-night. Pop's out. Good night, Pops. Hope Pops has a great night. You wouldn't be able to drive that Suburban nowadays on the road, at least up here in Minnesota. Well, he could drive it down here in Florida because we are a free state. You can drive anything you want. We don't have any crazy emissions testing. We don't have the counties making you put things on your windshield and other stupidity. You just get one sticker on your license plate once a year on your birthday. And you can't be smoking the place up. You can't smoke up the beach. So that's the emissions test is we don't see anything coming out the back, you're good. In the free state of Florida, you can drive anything. My dad had a 72 Cobra. I love that car. I know you're talking about trucks, so hey, I'm talking about anything. You can tell me your favorite car you've ever had in your entire life, because cars are cool. I do want a pickup in that range that I told you guys about. Hey, Rhonda, how is it going? How's the entreaty? Did you finish up your live stream? I hope everything went well. Did you have a lot of people show up? I wonder how many people are here tonight. Looks like right now we got about 15 watching at the moment, but I am quarter of an hour already passed, and we're just doing the post-show hangout, I guess. Basically, I never even got to my main topic. I was going to talk about our friend Pam here mentioned a topic in one of her videos, transactional friendships, and she told a really cool story about where she had gone out to, I don't know, coffee or something with a friend, and thought that she was really making a connection and sharing with this person. At the end, the person like either wanted to sell her something or exchange something or get her contact info so that she could process her with some kind of stuff. And she felt like the whole thing was very transactional, right? And it got me thinking about transactional friendships. And you know, it's a bummer that happens. I know that I've seen people like subscribe to people's YouTube channel just as a way to try to get other people to subscribe back. It's a very transactional sub for sub effort, and it's a bad idea, right? Because we've talked about this before. You want people subscribing to your YouTube channel who are interested in you and interested in what you have to say. And if they're just subscribing so you'll subscribe back, they're never going to watch your videos. They're not going to come to your live streams. And what's the point of having a subscriber who doesn't watch your stuff? YouTube shows them your video and they don't click it, and YouTube goes, man, this stuff is so bad even their subscribers don't like it. Well, the same thing can happen with friends, right? You can get into this mode where you feel like somebody's just being your friend because they want something. And I'm not very good at playing along with that game. If I ever feel like somebody's talking to me because they're trying to get something out of me, or they want to do something, or they want something from me, or whatever, I maybe this is a little passive aggressive, but I just play dumb. I just act like I don't know what they're talking about, don't catch it, don't catch on, and I just act oblivious to it. And maybe that's not the nicest thing. Maybe I should get better at confronting it and bringing it up and ask if that's what they're doing. But I tend to just, like I said, maybe this is passive aggressive and I need to work on it, but I just tend to act like it's not happening and act like I don't notice, and get to the point where they overtly ask like what they're asking for, and then, you know, what they're trying to get out of me. Like there was somebody who was kind of hinting around at a ride. They wanted a ride home somewhere from where we were, and they were acting all friendly for, the whole night. And then right near the end, they started acting like, oh, it's kind of a long, got to figure out how I'm going to get home. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do, how I'm going to get there. And I just act like a oblivious fool who didn't know what they were talking about and didn't catch on and didn't even notice. And, finally they had to come right out and say, hey, is there any way, could you think you could give me a ride? And I said, no, why didn't you plan on this earlier, man? You live in completely the opposite direction, and it was late at night already. And I said, no, I can't give you a ride home, man. I got to get home. I got to be home. So if this person had come right out earlier on and said, hey, I got to leave early unless I can get a ride with you or something, that'd be completely different. But somebody starts this transactional friendship stuff, not only am I not a fan of that, I don't play along very good. So I know that all the cool kids here at the cool kids table are not here because it's a transactional thing for you. None of you guys are here because you want someone to come to watch your live stream. You're here because you enjoy hanging out with each other, and you enjoy the chat, enjoy talking to each other, enjoy seeing my kitty cat, enjoy me being silly and being a goofball. And I enjoy doing that too. So, yeah, transactional friendships, not cool. I'm not a fan. We don't do that around here. We don't do that around here, y'all. All right, let's get caught up. It is 20 after. I think that Mrs. Escaping the Suburbs, winning the week, escaping the suburbs from the Corvette has just gotten home, so she'll probably be coming in the door any minute now. We'll all say hi to her. You could burn the tires off it. Man, I bet so. You must have had so much torque on that thing. Must have been awesome. 66 GTO. Oh my goodness. Your son has the GOAT now? Wow. Is that the Judge? Is that the one they called the Judge? What a cool car. Did anyone see the videos of the blind guy that touches people's cars and trucks and can tell them what it is? No, I haven't seen that, Glenn. That sounds awesome. I'll search for that later. I'll look for that. I bet that's amazing. Your hubby had a 76 Fire Chicken when we were dating, and you beat him in your Shelby. How dare you? How dare you damage that poor man's self-esteem? You're supposed to let the hubby win. That's no way to find yourself a hubby. But I guess it worked. He must have been impressed because y'all are married, so must have worked. Yeah, I would say so. That is a kingly gift. On my channel, I have a video. Oh, really? A Ford Falcon. Awesome. That is very cool. I'll have to go look for that. That Corvette V8 was straight piped. Oh, my goodness. That must have been loud. Bonk. Is that the clapper hit me on the head? Is that the bonker? Not sure how many joined me. I don't pay attention to that. Yeah, I never remember to look at it. The only reason I remember to look at what I just said, I got 17 or something. The only remember I said that is because you joined, and I remember we live streamed at the same time. And because I asked you, made me remember to look, but I don't ever look at it. I don't know. I'm much more interested, to be honest with you, I'm much more interested in comments. I don't care about thumbs ups and thumbs downses and thumbs sideways. I just like you guys talking in the chat. That's the most important thing to me. If you have to know the truth, people talking in the chat. Oh, Pam is still here. I thought we might have lost Pam. She was being so quiet. That's good. I had to tell you there were 100 people in your live that day, Sally. Wow, that's awesome. I was just thinking about that. I'll tell you what, that day I did dual mode, horizontal mode, and vertical mode. There was 350 people in the vertical one, the phone one, but they don't come back and watch the regular video later. So I want real viewers, Hello, Mrs. Escaping the Week, winning the suburbs.
I'm escaping the week.
Escaping the win.
I like escaping the week.
You like escaping the week? And I can buy a Suburban to escape the week and then give you the Suburban.
We've been there. Done that.
We had a Suburban. Yes, we did. What year do you think that thing was? It's
93 for some reason.
93.
I don't know.
OBS, original body style. Yeah. It's pretty cool till my son decided to run it into the curb and destroy the wheel on it. Anyway, but not my youngest son, whose birthday is today. My youngest son is 22 today. I know, I'm giving up all his information, I know. He never came in and said hi, so we couldn't say hi to him. But my baby's 22 today. Anyway, happy tax day, everybody. Did you have a good night? Did you have fun? Was it fantastic? Oh, my gravy. What if I put a mirror there one night while you were out? And when you came in and walked by, everybody could see you in the mirror.
See that couch?
That couch there?
Yeah.
Is that where I'd be sleeping?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I won't do that. All right. Welcome home.
Thanks.
Welcome back.
Thanks. Hi, everybody.
That's funny. My ride or die car is a factory one of one 87 Chevy Celebrity Eurosport VR wagon. Oh my goodness. How many people do you know that would take a one of one car and modify it? Because I am. Why not, man? You got to make it the way you want it. You got to make it the way you want it, buddy. Otherwise, why keep it? That's awesome. I love 80s vehicles. Looks like CL loves 80s vehicles. That's because she wants to be like me. CL just wants so badly to copy me. You know, just because she said it 15 minutes ago, before I did, she's still copying me. Hey, Scott, pop back in. And I heard you talking about the topic. It made me so frustrated as I had really opened up to her, and then I realized that she had come with an agenda. Yep. You know, I'm sorry if you missed the very, very beginning of my little chat there on that subject. You can rewind the live stream and catch the beginning, because I did certainly credit your video as what inspired me to talk about people who with a transactional mindset. But I can totally sympathize, and like I said, maybe my response isn't the best. I got to work on being better. Daytona was lighter and could take turns better. See how my VR wagon sits so low that I can't drive it out of my neighborhood. That's funny. She says, I think I'm extra sensitive to things like transactional friendships for some reason. Yeah, because they suck. Because it's not a cool thing to do. Hi. Oh, Pam says hi. Huh? What? Cool, but not cool. My Cobalt SS has been lowered. I have to be careful on speed bumps. That's cool. Happy birthday, Logan. Everybody's saying happy birthday, Logan, but he's not here. Hello. Mike says hello, Miss Escaping the Week. Hi. Nana says hello, Miss Escaping the Week. That's cool. I'm upgrading the engine to a 3400 V6 out of a 2005 Monte Carlo SS. Wow, that's awesome. You appreciate Rhonda saying that it was hurtful. Yeah. Well, that's in the past. You have to put your past behind you. What's that from? Pam knows that. Pam knows that reference too. Pam knows all my references, but she did not reply to my "he's a righteous dude" reference. So maybe she had left already by then, or didn't know it. But maybe she knows it. Maybe she knows it anyway. Yeah, the first time I ever met CL in the live chat, I think we were on the topic of cars somehow, and she's got some car history. This girlie here knows her vehicles. Well, look at this. Wouldn't you know, it's already 9:26. Mama's home, so I guess I should get off the live stream and stop hanging out with the cool kids. You guys can stay here if you want. You don't have to go home, but I should probably knock it off and get ready to turn in eventually. Got some videos you guys have talked about. I'm going to go look for that one that Glenn said blind guy touches a car and knows what it is. That's pretty cool. I thought he was going to say blind guy touches the car and the engine's fixed. It's healed. But no, he just said he can tell what it is. So I got to look for that. Yeah, you definitely need to rewind back to the beginning of my transactional friendship thing. You can do it later. Watch it later. You know, it was about 9:15, so about an hour and hour and 15 minutes after the thing started. So you can just fast forward through it to that point. Alrighty, Pam's taking off. It's closing time. Well, it is closing time, but you don't have to go home. You can stay here. You guys can stay here if you want. I'm gonna take off, close up. As Pop said, turn off the lights when you leave. You're welcome to my home here. You guys can stay here all night if you want to. There's a couple of couches. There's some blankets, in the closet of the bathroom if you want to. Grab a blanket and crash on the couch here. Not you, Mike. You can sleep in the garage, though. But the rest of you guys are welcome to stay if you don't want to drive home tonight. Hang out. Been nice having you over. Maybe next week I'll cook something for you. One more simultaneous sip. What do you say? The unparalleled pleasure, the dopamine hit of the day. Let's do one more simultaneous sip before we sign off. And it starts now. Diet brewed sweet tea from Publix. The best ever. Save room for you on the couch. Yep. Good night, Rhonda. Good night, Pam. Good night, Dee. Good night, Mike. Good night, Reverend Secutioner. Good night, Sally. Good night, Big D. Good night, Rhonda. You're allergic to cats. Oh, then you probably shouldn't stay here, because we do have one cat, and she's very floofy. So I don't want you to be sneezing and up all night. Next time, Rhonda, before you show up, pop a Claritin. You can pick up Claritin in the medicine aisle at Publix. I think it's aisle 3. Get yourself some Claritin. Pop one of those before you come over, and then you won't be sneezing from our kitty cat Suzuki. But good night, Pam, and good night, Mikey, and good night, Nana, Yvonne. Good night, CL. Good night, Sally. Did I already tell you guys? Good night, Glenn. Is there anybody else I didn't say good night to? Pop's already left us in the dust and said sayonara. Lori didn't want to play with us anymore, so she said see you later. Good night, Tyler. And good night to Psycho Granny. Psycho Granny. Do you guys like Primus? All right, everybody. Hope you have an awesome night. I will see you later. Don't do anything I wouldn't do.